Svenja, a 75-page Brexit paper. If you want detail, you're going to be disappointed.
Well, it pretty much follows the 12 points that Theresa May set out in her Brexit speech last month. There are a couple of points which provide a little bit more detail and also reiterate that slightly threatening tone that she had, particularly towards the end of her speech. For example, on financial markets, it says the government will seek the freest possible trade for financial markets with Europe. But it also says, and I quote, "It is in the interest of the UK and the EU that this should continue in order to avoid market fragmentation and the possible disruption or withdrawal of services." You've got to remember that 3/4 of currency trading and interest rate derivative trading happens in London. So that's the UK saying, you need us as much as we need you.
Yeah, and they really echoed that too when it came to those citizens of the EU who are living in the UK and vice versa. What did they say along those lines?
That is one of the points which could be quite troublesome for the government, because a lot of Labour as well as Tory MPs have demanded clarity on this. They're seeking to push the blame to the EU on this, saying they've wanted clarity for some time. You've got to remember that this also concerns many UK residents in Europe. And also, UK nationals. So what they've said is, we want to bring you clarity, we're not able to do so yet. However, David Davis in Parliament said about 10 minutes ago that he thinks that this is a done deal and that some form of reciprocity would be possible.
Sonia, just to wrap things up, the demand for the Brexit paper ahead of the vote and ahead of the triggering of Article 50 by the end of March wasn't from the public, it wasn't from investors in the City of London. It was largely from the opposition, and the opposition within her own party. Are they going to be satisfied with what they read this morning?
In a way, that doesn't matter so much. What's important is that the paper has been published. This may seem like a procedural step, for a layman, but actually what that does is it provides a parliamentary document, the aims set out in paper, and it's a reference point that MPs can go back to when they, as they hope, debate points of the negotiation in the months to come.